In the previous episode, I found out that humanity's future depends on me. No pressure. And for the sake of humanity, Fairy Godmother wants me to go to Norfolk Grave. Now, I have no problem with Fairy Godmother. In fact, she's quite helpful. But the strategy that she's pushing has a 100% failure rate, and I think she's in denial about that. In the meantime, I'll keep doing what I've been doing, and that's winging it. I'll still get to Norfolk Grave, just maybe not right away. Now, one of the downsides to winging it is that sometimes you go on a wild goose chase, like now. I thought there'd be something cool here, but it isn't anything I can get at. You need a gyro to get here. So, moving on. Maybe it's my programming, but I'm feeling a little bit guilty about this saving humanity thing. So even though I'm not going directly to the Norfolk Grave, I'm going to head in that general direction. Once there, I'm immediately attacked by a swarm of pink slimes, then by a bunch of mosquitoes. It's no mystery why this place is abandoned now. Once I get through that, I discover exactly what I expected. Everything is broken, and there's no one else here. Except for this critter infestation. This place actually turned out to be pretty interesting. First, I found this secret room that was hiding under a pile of junk I dismantled. And it's always fun to find secret rooms. There's lots of goodies in here, including another guitar for my caretaker band. I also found yet another secret room. I could only see it from above, and I had to figure out how to get in there. And of course, it was what you would expect. You have to go into the water. After a bit of swimming around, I found the way in. Oh, leeches. Why did it have to be leeches? I hate leeches. It's sad to think that there were actually people living here way back in the day. How utterly human to hoard cash in a post-apocalyptic world. I say this while compulsively looting this place down to the rivets. But as lucrative as all that plundering was, I have to see what's going on outside. And I find 2 rooms here, although I can't get into either one. But if I walk around the corner, I get a really big hint on how I'm supposed to be able to get inside. Yikes! This is gonna take a minute. It was a rough fight because it's never just a few mosquitoes, it's a whole army of them. And they can be pretty nasty. It was actually a relief to be down to just a few slimes. Eventually, though, after some searching around, I do discover how to get down into the room right below us. I did come prepared with a small battery to get the lights on. I think we know what happens next. But before I go medieval on this room, I go check the other room. And it turns out, now that the power is on, I can get in there. This room is full of good loot, but in addition it has these 2 giant oxygen tanks. Unfortunately, I can't make oxygen tanks yet, so I have no place to put it and I can't collect it. I'll have to come back later. Okay, now where do I go next? I said I was going to go to Norfolk Grave, but I can't stop looking at that other place to the east. I have to go there. It's got to be something good. By this point, I'm getting a little bit insecure about my diesel reserves, so I turned off the diesel engine and I'm running entirely on electric power. I'll get where I need to go, but it's going to be really slow. Good thing humanity's not in a hurry, or at least I'm not. This place isn't like the other locations I've visited, and Fairy Godmother had plenty to say about it. For now, I have to get to the top, and it's going to be really interesting to figure out how I'm going to do that. This is not the kind of jumping puzzles I'm used to, but here we go. Of course I didn't move through unchallenged. I didn't expect to. Here's where I discover the benefits of the scanner, because I can build a storage crate for navigation purposes, and I do that a lot at this location. I appear to have made it, but I'm not sure what to do, but there's a button, so I'm going to push it.
This is Quarantine Stack. Amen. Platform 1. Day count 281. Body fever, salt wounds. Confession? I stopped hoping they would come. I ask for a voice. Offering? There is a door that does not open for hands, only for signal. 4 slots like ribs. Inside, the tool to reach what the sea keeps hidden. I bless Stack Beacon. May your stairs hold. May your water stay sweet. If you hear me, you are not alone.
Okay, that was cryptic, but fortunately, Fairy Godmother is here to tell me what to do next. I have a new location on my map, and I'm supposed to go there. So that's pretty much it for this place, and now I have to go somewhere else. Fortunately, there's a new location on my map, and it's already highlighted, so let's go. I made it, but the fog is so thick I can't see anything. This is gonna take a minute. The fog did clear eventually, and I was able to secure my boat. Here's the vault I need to get into, and to get inside, I need to get the power on, and to get the power on, I have to climb up to the very top. At first, it looks easy, but that doesn't last long. Well, those are convenient. This climb was long and tedious, definitely the most challenging of all the ones I had to do for this particular quest. Eventually, though, I do make it, and then I can turn on the power and open the vault. Of course, the vault is defended, but it wasn't difficult to dispatch the roller boy because it kept shooting into the wall. It's not actually a roller boy. It has laser weapons, not ballistic ones. This thing is called a laser bomb. Success! Now I can take a look around. After collecting the spoils. Once I make it to this area, I know I'm in the right place because Fairy Godmother has something to say.
It isn't made for hand.
I have to scan this thing and 3 others just like it and bring them back and install them here. I have to find where those 3 other locations are, and they don't tell you. I just look for the most likely ones, and when you get close, you find out if it's one of the places you need to go. To find the object I'm supposed to scan, I have to climb to the top at each one of these locations, which means more climbing puzzles. This place in particular had 3 roller boys guarding it. Fortunately for me, there was plenty of cover and I managed to dispatch all 3. Success! Yum, yum. Now I just have to find the thing that I have to scan. It has a name, but I forgot. Oh yeah, Power Triode. Yeah, that's it. I had to do this twice more, sailing around until I found the right place, and then climbing up until I find where they hid the power triode. The climbing puzzles at these 2 places weren't bad, and eventually I managed to do it. Then it's back to the vault to collect my reward. The triodes are color-coded, but order doesn't matter. You just have to make each one and get it on the console. Then you power up the console and you can get inside. Oh boy, what do I get? What do I get?
Caretaker, sub-bottom imaging. 500 meters below the ocean floor. This can expose what the sea tried to erase.
So apparently this thing was the big reward here because it helps you when you get to the point when you're scanning underwater, which I don't do yet, but it will be good to have. The other reward is that I can now get the blueprint for the jet ski, so I can make it. It's not actually called a jet ski, but that's what I'm going to call it. The water physics tends to have its way with this thing, which is very annoying. It took me about 10 minutes to get a hold of the mooring line so that I could secure it to my boat. If I hadn't secured it, it would have just drifted away. Fueling the boat was a challenge as well. I guess I just need more practice at this. I did find out the hard way that it doesn't run without one of these things attached. But once I got it on there, I was able to use the jet ski with absolutely no problem. I can see that it has a few uses, like helping a thalassophobic caretaker loot the seas. Okay, that's really cool, although I do have to keep a lookout for the sharks. Seems like a worthwhile diversion to me, though humanity may have something to say about that, but nobody's asking them. I noticed this water tunnel before, and I can't leave without checking out where it goes. I have this new light called the nebula, which I think will protect me from any leeches that I find in there. Ooh, that's bright. I like it. There may not actually be any leeches, because I did try and get rid of the tentacle things when I was in here before. This goes nowhere? This is a back door into the vault. You can get into the vault without climbing this place and turning on the power. Oh my goodness. I'd be irritated if I didn't get a bunch of experience for what I had to do. That light is a huge win though. It does destroy leeches. Sadly, it takes a lot of power, so I can't use it all the time. And now to Norfolk Grave, except there's this thing on the horizon there, and I think I have to check it out. And it's another fuel depot, and having just gotten a jet ski and wanting to make a flamethrower, the thought of petrol makes me want to stop. I'm trying out a new electric rifle I just made. Let's see how it performs against these mosquitoes. Okay, it may have its uses, but mosquitoes aren't it. Back to the trusty spray and pray. Ah yes, much better. Glad I changed, because there's a rollerboy back here. Actually, I don't think they're called rollerboys. I don't know where I got that name from, but I'm sticking to it. It's become a habit by now. Ha! It's reduced to evasive maneuvers now. There was another rollerboy on the upper level, but once I shot off its arms, it kinda got stuck, like it got depressed. I almost felt bad for it. Okay, no, I really didn't. Of course, the first order of business is to get the power on. I decided to do so by hooking it up to my boat. It's nighttime while I'm doing this, so as you can see, I'm using my powerful nebula light. Because of course the leeches came, but the light was too much for them. This was very satisfying. I really hate these leeches. This light is great, but it really does use a lot of power. But this is one of those situations where I would want to use it. Once I got the power on, I found this room, and it looked like it was going to be full of a lot of really good loot, so I had to figure out how to get in there. There were no climbing or jumping puzzles involved, or swimming. You just had to find how to get to the ladder that will get you in from below. Whoa, this place is infested. All these critters were sucking up all the electricity, but once I got rid of them, I was able to open the door. And then it was time to collect my loot. Ooh, cool stuff. Got some memories. While that was fun and all, the main point was to collect all the fuel, in particular the petrol. So of course I did so. It meant making a long chain of fuel cables, but I did it. Great, we're done here. Now it's off to Norfolk Grave so we can finally get around to saving humanity.